So how did you like get into guitar? Like how did you start that?
So I was in a band in high school a while ago, and so me and my friends we actually played rock band, and we were like, oh my gosh, we should make an actual band. And so I started, playing around on the guitar and bass and vocals and stuff, and we did some small gigs and stuff in high school, and I've just been playing ever since. Doing, I sing and I write music as well, and I took a break for a while, but then after I met Sasha, got back into it. So yeah, been playing for like, I don't know, 15 years. So
that's cool. You said it was a rock band when like.
Yeah, in high school. Yeah,
that's interesting.
It was kind of like,
I feel like this is not.
No,
like
this is.
What would you say, like indie kind
of
pop?
We kind of say like indie jazz pop.
Indie jazz
like
pop,
jazz influence. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows these days?
Interesting.
Yeah, no, it was a very different band than when I was in high school. It was like punk rock. It was like, stuff like that. So.
Well, that's exciting. Okay, I don't know. We can get into the first song.
Hey, I would love to. This one is the one that you guys were listening to when I came in. It's the first song I released. It was based on the nursery rhyme Little Boy Blue, and I wrote it about a year and a half ago, and it released a year ago. Wooden boy looking down on his duress, steaming mess with the stress he won't see until the undress. Sewn in a denim, stowing in a pile of weeds. He looks like an angel to me, falling asleep on the sound of plucked strings. You had me at your skin, 25 years, running from the taste of every year. 20 when the realism comes, the back of my tongue will be morning bread. Had me at your skin, 21 years, running from the taste of every year. 20 when the realism comes, the taste of my tongue will be my last little death. He left me, darling. I rectified every consequence, but he didn't hung this time over the fence, and I need help getting back to the offense. Nodding between belligerence and my vigilance, the pleasures of sweet, sweet ignorance, losing my sheep every now and again. You had me at your skin, 25 years, running from the taste of every year. 20 when the realism comes, the back of my tongue will be morning bread. Why do you always watch as I'm falling asleep? He left me, darling. You left me. Thank you. Thanks.
Basically, that was just gorgeous. Your
thank
voice
you.
is gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so what is like your guys' background? Like, where did you grow up? What got you into music? Like, just, yeah.
Ooh. I grew up in Kansas City, which is a major jazz land. And I grew up with parents who were extremely immersed in the arts in all ways. My mom was a ballerina. My dad is an amazing artist. And it goes, my grandpa is a playwright and my nana's a designer. Like, we all just kind of have art in our veins, but they raised us, my siblings and I, listening to Motown and jazz. I have every Frank Sinatra and Ella Fitzgerald album, and Nora Jones and Bonnie Raitt, and a variety of music. And I think kind of just from when I was little, the way that I could express myself and ever was through music. I started writing songs when I was 9, and I've written too many since then. And what really pushed me to start pursuing this as a professional career is I had a boyfriend who got in a major accident, and he was in a coma for 3 months, and it brought me to the lowest of lows in my life. And I think that was the time when music really came out as like, either I do this or I do nothing. And so here we are. We're working on it.
Yeah. So you said you started writing songs when you were 9.
Mm-hmm.
How, like, did it just come easily, or what is, like, the process? Like,
That's a great question. I'm an overthinker,
Mm-hmm.
like 1,000,000%.
No, same.
Yeah. So I have songs that I've rewritten hundreds of times, and like 4 years in the making. And so I think my process usually starts with like kind of like a general feeling or a general idea that like that comes easily because I feel big and I think big. And then getting it out, I care so much about what words I use and where. And so getting it out is a little bit more of like a trial and error process. But the feelings themselves and the wanting to do it is not difficult. I just feel, yeah. That sounds so like, I'm such a cool artist, so I just feel, but ignore that I said that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know. I have never written any songs, but it seems like really, I don't know, it seems stressful, honestly. But it seems cool. Anyways, does anyone in the audience have any questions?
Yeah.
You said your little brother played cello, right? Does he like use a bow or does he pluck cello?
He does both. He's been learning all sorts of techniques. We have a favorite band called the Happy Fits, and their entire band is just a guitarist who does the vocals, and then a drummer and a cellist. And that guy does some cool stuff with his cello. So that's really his main inspiration. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, how many songs have you released?
I released 6. I currently have 6 that are in production right now. But yeah, the last one I just released is called Flip Phone, but the first letters are flipped. And then anyway, so yeah, 6. Thanks. Yeah.
So you said you like started producing music a couple years ago. What kind of encouraged you to take that step? Because you brought up that like your boyfriend was in a coma and like it was really stressful and everything. Like, what was that process of being like, oh, like I like want to do this, and like what was like the first step that you took to like actually start producing your music?
Oh,
Does that make sense?
I love that question. I don't even know. It was the lowest time in my life ever, and my entire family and everyone. We were really just like, what can we do to like find joy again? And I think I needed to have some sort of like break. And one day it happened. I just came across my friend was producing an album, and it sounded really good. So I came across this guy who produced it, and I just reached out to him out of nowhere. And then in a couple days, I met with him. And usually you want to like shop around for producers and like, because you want to make sure people understand your vision. But this guy, his name is Landon Alley. He works at Soundbridge Studio. We just clicked immediately, and I said like, oh, I need you in my life. I need you as my friend. Like, you're the best. And just from there, like, things kind of blossomed and started rolling. And I met with other people, and like TV and like lots of things just happened all at once. And so, yeah, I don't even know, but kind of. Thanks.
that's, yeah. Okay, I think let's get into the next one.
Great. Okay, so this one, I did this thing over the summer was I was trying to write 100 songs over the summer. It failed. We're only at song 27. They're so hard. But my friend gave me a suggestion to write about an old man on roller skates. And I was like, I don't do that. I write deep songs. I don't know how to do this. Anyway, but it's probably my favorite song now because it's just fun. So here.
I could dance on the top of a van in a storm in the desert and hail in the sand. Or I could be in a club after 3 in the middle of the summer with restricted AC. Or I could choose a lazy afternoon in the shade. Shoot the blues with a man who's too young for his age. Cancel my plans and take advice and a hand from a nice old man on roller skates. He's alright because he's 85 and I'm not as fond of what I should be. At 21, he's the son of a gun for me. I could have woes about my shoes and my clothes and be so late to the party that I don't want to go. Or I could lie about the music I don't like and scream it out the car window on the passenger side. Or I could go where I'll dress up and know that we'll look like the perfect couple. Yeah, listen to standards, eat hard candy, and answer every daily double. He's alright because he's 85 and I'm not as fond of what I should be. At 21, he's the son of a gun for me. And he could die on his daily ride, but at least he's doing what makes him happy. Through the pearly gates on his roller skates he'll be. I could cry over someone all night who didn't treat me right and ran off after our first fight. Or I could visit my guy in the ground where he lies and meet his grandson one night who just might be my type. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's alright cause he's not 85 and he's not as fond of what he should be. And heaven sent from my man he's meant for me. Yeah, he might be alright. Yeah, it might be just fine for me. That was fun. Thank you guys.
So, what makes that song your favorite?
I like getting to just play around. We always do that middle part a little differently, and usually the audience is not expecting that the man's gonna die, and I don't know. It's just silly. It's just silly.
Okay. Anyone have any questions? Probably not. Let's do another song.
Okay, so this is one I just finished last week, and I'm trying to do this like concept album that who knows if it'll happen, but like a song for each month. So this one's for October, and I wanted to bring this one today because it represents like kind of, I was like the introverted kid in high school, and I like didn't want to be around anyone. And I still am, and I don't go to parties. And this is like, you go to a Halloween party and you're like laying on the floor watching everyone else party, and that's how I feel. So. Rough draft.
I'm here, I made it, everyone's masqueraded. I hate it and I'm tired of knowing and how this goes. Be in the plot, everybody knows. Be in the sheep and wolf's clothes. Don't worry about me, I'll lose it sitting by myself on the carpet. Two black guys from the same pit. What do they do? And they don't know who. What do they do? They tower, and all I can do is cower because I like to. The wallflower in the room. Well, at least you came through. At least you came through. From below is obscure and my body is obsolete. The bodies above me, they scream, and the bodies on the floor have yet to meet. Every third hand, every 3rd second spills. If they don't tomorrow, I will. There, her, you're again. It's so pretty if you sit still. So sorry to you came through, at least you came through. You came through. Well, at least you came through, at least you came through.
That's the first time we've ever performed that for anybody, by the way. That's the first time. Oh, cool.
Okay, so I heard that you have a Kilby show coming up. Is that
I
true?
do. True. You heard true.
Yes. So everyone, what day is it?
I have 2 coming up.
Wow.
I have one on the 30th of November that you guys should for sure come to. There are 2 incredible artists. One's Forrest Slater and one's Zachy. They're both folk artists, so it'll be a super chill, like, indie acoustic night, and that has the full band. And then I have one the day before my birthday on December 11th, where it will just be Nathan and I, and then a bunch of backup singers. We have one of, like, the things that I just love about music is harmony, and so we're gonna try to layer a bunch of female vocalists in the back, and that will be super fun. And that's with Spencer. Lovely, lovely, lovely man. Yeah. Anyway, so you guys should come. You totally should. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think going, like, what is your process for, like, getting a venue? Like, I personally want to know that. I don't know if, like, anyone else cares, but I think it's interesting, how would you go about that?
That is a great question and something I wish I would have known. To start, I asked every local business I could find if they wanted live music or if they had live music, and most of the time it was a no. I think I reached out to about 100 venues, and I think I heard back from 2. And it started out that way. Then I had a friend who worked at the Collective Underground, and she asked me to come in. And so it's nice to have friends who work places. I've been trying to get into the velour, but it's very, very difficult. So thankfully, I had a friend who was doing a show, and since we're friends in the musician world, she asked if I could come open for her. And so then I got in at the velour, and once you get in, then they know you, and if you do a good job and you're respectful and kind, then they'll ask you back. So they asked me back there. So hopefully that will happen again soon. But then Kilby, I was trying to get in for a really long time. A lot of these places have like a set, like a hierarchical schedule of like, we want you to perform in local places, we want you to perform at a bar, or we want you to perform at these places, and then we'll look at you. Or we want you to have this many followers or this many streams. And that's really daunting and scary. So I've been trying to focus a lot more on social media and trying to build that a little bit, though it's terrifying and hard. But when that started to pick up, I finally had a Kilby representative reach out to me for the first show. And so a lot of it is just networking and just like knowing the right people at the right time, which is a horrible answer because you wish that you just had concrete steps. But
well, and one thing with the Velour is you can do open mic nights.
Right. Yes.
They have open mic nights every Wednesday night, and I've seen a lot of bands go there. It's just start out doing open mic nights. If you do them consistently enough and you get to know people. I mean, that it's huge networking opportunities going to open mic nights, because you meet other musicians who are doing the same things you are, and then you get asked to open for one of them, or so it really is just about getting into the community, getting active, and networking and talking with people.
Yeah. And if you guys ever have questions or want to reach out about this kind of stuff, like if you guys are performers and you want to know, just reach out to me and I will help, because I wish I would have had someone like that to help get through that time. Yeah.
That's good to know. I feel like it's also like not only like with performing, but like Max does photos and he like has just been barely getting started, but he's getting bigger, and it's like just those steps you need to take. Anyways, okay.
And Max is really good about reaching out and advocating for himself. So that's really awesome. Yeah.
Okay. Next song.
Oh, we can do another. Yeah, do you want to? I'll do on. Oh, but do we not have that? Because we thought we were only going to do guitar for 3. We can.
Oh, we didn't test the piano.
Yeah, but that's okay. Let's do something on guitar.
What do you want to do? We could do add.
Let's do it.
Okay. Just let me retune a little bit here.
I'll talk. This is another song that came out of the 100 songs. And it's for my 2 friends, my lovely friends, Alex and Tyler. So it became at. So then the song, like the game of the song kind of became to try to use as many 2-letter words as I could. But it's about like when there are lots of people in your life who you feel like you can't trust, and then relying and turning to the people who make you believe in humanity again. I don't know. They're lovely boys. Keep talking. He's tuning it. We write majorly in Dadgad. I don't know why we chose the 3 songs that weren't in Dadgad, but most of them are in Dadgad. So that's what he's tuning to right now.
My guitar's bridge is busted, so it's a little bit of a pain to tune.
Such a beautiful guitar, though. You guys, I'm really nervous. You guys seem really cool, and I'm.
Back who had a question.
Oh, is there?
A little bit ago.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good. Cool. You have one?
I have a question. Yeah. So you were talking about you've got a couple songs in process of writing, composing, and mastering. I hope. Do you have any gauge on when you will be releasing those songs?
Hopefully, the plan is the spring. I have been oscillating between deciding to do a full album versus just to continue to like waterfall release as I have been doing. And I think I'm getting too antsy to wait for the album, so I think hopefully they'll come out sooner. But they're all kind of this more like folky acoustic guitar field. But yeah. You're a performer? That's cool. What's your band like?
It's not a band right now, it's just me.
Oh, cool.
I played a show in here last week. I released my first EP.
Hey, that's impressive and awesome. Cool. I'll support you. Thanks. I almost did finger guns, so I was like, that was really cringy, so I like pulled back. I know, bad. Okay. Oh, it's also a message for my younger self. Did I say that? I don't know. Since I'll be in your city soon,
I hope you've sat at your old address. I've come to offer some tenderness before your first break-in. The stranger on your steps is serious. You might be just too naive for this. Behind the screen, a safe distance. I won't be the first to break it. But if I did, then I wouldn't be the last. You won't know walking without checking your pockets and looking back. If you do go by the rules that he built for you, and if you never get the chance to come to as you go, or so you think you will, but you won't move, begging for an impact, or to be held where you're at, and make you believe you have to choose, and reap forgiveness down on all fours. They'll rinse you off at the bathroom floors. Won't know what is in it for them. No, you're already counting scores, 'cause I've grown up in that place before. They'll let you stay there behind that door. You won't know how to love them, and my God, you won't know when. It'll sink in that there's no expected end. If you do go by the rules that he built for you, and if you never get the chance to come to as you go, or so you think you will, but you won't move, begging for an impact, or to be held where you're at, where you're at, where you're If you do go by the rules that he built for you, and fear you'll never get the chance to come to as you go, or so you think you will, but you won't move, begging for an impact, or to be held where you're at.
Thank you, guys. Thanks.
So you just gave some advice before this song. Do you have any other advice that you would just feel like might be worth sharing for anyone else in this room that might want to pursue singing, or anything like that?
Ooh,
And it's for both of you, so.
yeah. I think right now I probably have tons of things to say, and I'm also not qualified to give advice because I don't have anything figured out at all. But I think where my brain is at right now, the first thing that comes to mind is don't let it become about the product. Don't let it become about how many people are watching and how many people are listening and what they're gonna like and what that one person said and what that one review said or what that one interview said. And remember why you do it. I think sometimes I've been falling into this habit, and it's largely because of social media, but of like, oh, I want to do this, but I'm afraid that that's not exactly where I'm going or what people want to hear from me or what are people going to say. And it steals the joy out of the experience. So I think stay focused on the joy, stay focused on the art, the passion, the reason you do it, the writing, the experience, the people you meet. Like those are the things that are invaluable. You have a question?
When it comes to like writing songs, is there anything like specific you do to like get ideas and things for like specific words and stuff?
Ooh, yes. There are lots of different things I do. I am an avid journaler, and sometimes I will flip to a random page in one of my 20 whatever journals, and I'll take the words and put them, or like I just recently wrote a song, it's one of the ones that's in production where I took words, it was based on a play, and so I took words from the play and like put them into the song in a different arrangement. Of course, then you have to like credit where you're getting it from, But I think also I love just revisiting literary devices and like the sentence rules that they teach you in English class. Like really, I'm like, how many different types of sentences do I have in this song? Or do I have a question here yet? Or do I have like an alliteration? Do I have some consonants? Like truly just like the basics. And there are so many beautiful words out there and you can do it, I believe. Yeah. Do you have a question? Oh, I have this professor who's my favorite professor of all time. And my other professor's going to see that and say, what? Anyway, no. He says this thing, be interested, not interesting. And I think about it all the time. Because if you become so hyper interested in something, it's endlessly beautiful, So like little interactions that you have with people, and like what did they look like? What did it sound like outside? What was the taste in your mouth? Why did you feel that way? Or what does it relate to? Are there things that like mirror that moment? I don't know. I think I've become it's hyper analytical and like scarily overthinky. So don't go as far as I do. But yeah, just to become super interested in every little thing. I don't know. Yeah. Do you have advice for that answer?
Just stay curious. Don't let anything stop you. Like I like what Sasha said about be interested in the journey. Like enjoy. Let the music be the reward. Let the act of doing this be the reward. And I think if you stay focused on that, you'll find yourself getting places with it naturally, and you'll find the people that want to consume your art. So, I spent a long time not doing these things because I thought my time would be better spent other places. But I'm really glad I've come back to it. So don't leave it. Just stick with it.
Okay. Does anyone else have any questions?
Do you usually start with the lyrics first or coming up with like the sound first? And would you say one is better than the other?
Neither is better. I do both. Sometimes I will come up with a single line that won't leave my head, even if I don't like it, and I write around that single line. Like I just think whatever you like first.
Well, and that the most recent song that we wrote, the Wallflower one, she just came to me with like this one vocal line and with some lyrics, and I was like, okay, let's play with it. So it's just playing, and yeah. So whichever comes first, I don't think it really matters. They kind of morph into the same thing, really.
Yeah, I think it's fun because I've spent my whole life writing. Like I play guitar and I play ukulele and I play piano, and like I write them usually, and then this is the first time in my life I've had someone else that like can write with me. So it's been fun to see like our two brains.
Well, and then that's the other thing is like having people to collaborate with. Like it was so fun. One of the our favorite songs that we've done recently is called "Broke Another Vase," And we kind of came up with that as a band. Like we all
Even the
worked-
boys,
the
we all
boys,
worked on it.
We workshopped it, and we all had our little contributions. And
It's so fun.
and
So cool.
it's like a yes and thing, you know. So just working with other artists is really, really fulfilling. It can help if you feel like you're blocked. Go to another artist and let them help you through that block. Let them add something to it.
Yeah. There were other questions? Did you? Yeah.
Okay, we're just gonna
I'll get you. No, you're good.
on the spot, but like you said earlier that you grew up like listening to like Frank Sinatra and Ella Fitzgerald. But like as I was like listening to your music, it's kind of giving like Phoebe Bridgers, like listening to Elvis energy. Yeah.
Whoa, that was really
But,
nice.
Like, it like also like kind of gives like the same like Noah Khan where it's like you like it's like the wanting to like feel alive and everything. Like how did you come up with your own like your own sound? Because I feel like jazz and like Ella Fitzgerald and everything is very different to like how your sound is now, but it's still like you can feel like the little bits and pieces in it. Like how did you come up with your sound? Kind of.
That's a great question. Some of my favorite artists now are Maggie Rogers and Hosier and Stephen Day. And they all, there's like a Venn diagram of them that they live in the middle. And I listen to so much variety of music that I try to find like the Venn diagram middle parts of the things that I like. And I think all of them have really specific intention in their lyrics. And so I'm like, okay, that's something that speaks to me, I love. And like lots of vocal layers, which I love, and like a deep, like ethereal sound, which I love. So I think a lot of it is just like, what do you like? What do you like to do? Or like Lake Street Dive is one of them too. And oh, so good. Yeah. I could go on forever about that. That's a good question. Cool. Any other? Yeah.
Kind of address this a little bit, where you talked about doing this for the journey and to kind of like just live in this moment. But what is your art to you? What does it mean to you? And how does it? You grew up in this art background and exposed to it and stuff, and now you're as a content creator. Like, what is it that it means to you?
Oh, I love that question. I think that my art and my music in particular is the thing I can do to communicate and to express. Like I feel like there's nothing else. There are no words, or there's not a job that I can look at that I feel just like in my soul. I know I feel connected to it. I want to connect with others who do it. I want to connect with others through it. So yeah, I think it's a means for connection and a means for expressing the things that are inexpressible otherwise. Yeah, I always talk about it like I'm dating music right now. Like I'm so in love with music and words and all everything that goes into that. Yeah. Ooh, I need a better answer, like a more concise answer to that. That's a good question. Thanks.
Well, just to add to that, I won't tell anybody what Sasha does in school, but I'm a musical theater major, and something that we say in musical theater is if you sing when speaking just won't do anymore, and I think that encompasses kind of what music does for us. You know, it's like when there's something we like, the word, just saying the words just doesn't really cut it, you know. So yeah, it's another mode of expression for sure.
So many things, so many reasons. Yeah.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, I think that wraps it up.
Hey,
If
awesome.
you need to take any pictures, or we have this board that you are gonna sign.
Oh my gosh, I love.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks you guys
Yeah,
for
thanks so
having me.
much.
And if you have any other questions or want to connect, or I have a group chat of all the musicians that I know that are local musicians, and it's just so everybody can like be kind to each other. So if you are, like, join, and yeah, you can meet my brothers. They're about your age. Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Before we turn anything off, will you go ahead and do a drop for the radio, which is, this is so-and-so, and you're listening to KOHS, or this is KOHS, and you're listening to me, and introduce one of your songs.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Is there a song? Did you care any song?
Well, you want him to play Flip Phone on the radio,
Oh,
right?
I wanted them to listen to either flip phone or designated. Yeah.
So do Flip Phone.
Okay, I'll do flip phone. Okay.
So yeah, just it's recording already,
Okay.
and so just go ahead and we'll just be quiet.
Okay. Just like, hey guys, this is KOHS.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey guys, this is KOHS, and you're listening to me, Sasha Haydn, singing Flip Phone. That was terrifying. Well, thank you.